Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are looking at ASUS ROG with the charge port issue. This is what's going on. I'm just going to plug in our USB-C cable and it's not flashing. Yep, it is a bit wobbly. High chances are the charge port is damaged. What I'm going to do, I will use our USB-C test board. This tells us if the power goes on or if this power's on. That means it's trying to supply the power to the charge port, but there is no current going through. But if there is no display here, there's something else going on with the motherboard. Let's just plug it in. There's no values going across. No current is going through. High chances are it is the charge port issue and the motherboard is seemingly okay. Let's just disassemble the device and have a look at the charge port under the microscope. These are the tools required to open up your ASUS ROG Ally handheld device. You need a Phillips 00, Phillips 0 screw bit screwdriver, a good set of plastic pry opening tool, tweezers, flathead pliers. I'll be using this magnetic pad. This helps a lot. There are a lot of different types of screws. They go everywhere. You can use this. Last but not least, you need a 100% working brand new USB-C port. Let's start the disassembly. We'll be removing our back case. In order to remove our back case, we have 5 screws that we need to take out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6th one, we just gotta unscrew it, but this stays there. That's 5 screws removed. Grab your plastic pry opening tool. There's a couple of clips here. It is one of the easiest back cases to remove. There's no adhesive. It comes out very easily. All I'm going to do is I'm going to run this along here and pop a few clips here. And all I'm going to do, when I have a little bit of opening here, I'm just going to run our pry opening tool here. Gently lift it up. Our back case is removed. As always, first step is disconnect the battery. That's the battery connector here. Gently rock back and forth and take it out. We'll be taking out this long ribbon cable from these 2 connectors. There's a bit of adhesive here. I'm just going to leave this cable on the battery. Then we have 2 small battery screws here, and then you have 2 long battery screws here. This device has been worked on before. Some of these adhesive pads may be in a different place than yours. Try to follow as best as you can. I'm just going to peel this tape off. Mine's coming off easily. It has been worked on before, as said. You can use some of the pry opening tools and gently peel these off. They come off very easily. That's removed. You will have a warranty sticker there as well. In order to expose that, there's 1 screw here, there's 1 screw here. Okay, let's remove this. Disconnect it from here. Slide this cable out from both the connectors. 1, 2. Leave that there. 1, 2. Remove these 2 screws. I'll be using this magnetic pad from time to time just to keep the screws there. 2 long screws here. 1, 2. That's your 4 battery screws removed. Gently lift it up. You'll see there are these alignment rubber here. Lift it up from one side. Battery is removed. Let's take out our SSD. I'm just going to peel this off. Take out this screw and slide out the SSD. Let's remove our joystick module board. So that's your right joystick, that's your left joystick. ASUS have made it very easy to replace the joysticks. If your joysticks are worn out, skipping, stick drift, damaged, broken, it is very easy to replace them. All you have to do is just disconnect your battery, remove these joystick modules, grab the new ones and place the new ones. I'm going to show it to you. Let's do that. Let's start by removing the right joystick module first. These are the steps. We'll be taking out these two cables, and then there are 4 screws here that we need to remove. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's a arrow there telling you which screws. Let's just pop this connector out, slide out the cable. This one, I'm just going to peel off this adhesive rubber, just about enough. I'm going to leave it there on the connector. Just this much. Take out the connector. Now you gotta slide out the cable. It is a bit of a fragile cable. Use one of these flathead pliers. Okay, let's take out 1, 2, 3, 4 screws. Four screws removed. I'm just going to give the joystick a little bit of a push from here and lift it up. That's it, and that's your right joystick module removed. Same thing on this side. The cable to take out is this one. Take a note of that, that is just feeding through this hole here. When you're assembling it, you just gotta remember it that it's gotta be feeding through this hole here. I'm just gonna slide it out. And this arm sometimes gets in the way, so you just gotta make sure that the arm is not getting in there. Same thing, take out these 4 screws, gentle push from there and lift it up. Once again, you just gotta make sure that this cable is not getting stuck in there. And lift it up. That's removed. We'll be removing our fan plus heatsink assembly. These are the steps. There's 2 long screws here, 1, 2 that we need to take out. 4 heatsink screws, 1, 2, 3, 4. This one's another warranty sticker, so you have to peel off the warranty sticker. 4 screws. I won't just remove these screws, I'll leave it there. I'll be lifting up the fan plus whole heatsink assembly just about enough to expose the 2 fan connectors here. Be very careful, those are very fragile connectors and cables. You gotta go a little slow here. So watch this first and then take these out. Start by taking the 2 screws out. All right, I'm just going to lift this up this much. We have 2 fan connectors exposed here. Take out this tape and just leave it here. Go slow here. Once again, you probably wanna hold it from the connector, this one, and one. Left, right, slowly, and slide it out. That's one removed. Same thing on this side. I'm going to hold it here and go very slow. 1, 2, 1, 2. That's your fan assembly removed. Yes, these are fragile connectors. It takes a bit of a practice to take these out. Next step is we'll be removing our main board. In order to remove our main board, we'll be disconnecting these cables. This one, 2 antenna cables here, LCD cable here. I'm going to leave this one there. We don't need to. And I'll be taking this one out. That's all the cables that we need to remove. One more time, make sure you remove this one. Then we have 3 screws on this side. Once again, there's an arrow there. 1, 2, 3. We'll be taking out these 3 screws. We have 2 screws at the bottom here, and then we have 4 screws on the left side. Again, follow this arrow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go. First is I'm just going to pop this one out. Take out the antenna cables. They're labeled here. The black one goes there. The white one goes there. 1, 2. LCD cable is once again very easy. Pop this connector out and slide it out. This one is you have to go quite slow on this one. Very fragile cable. It is a different type of connector as well. This is the way I have figured it out, to go very slow here. 1, 2, 1, 2. Right tools make it a little bit easier. Let's take out these 3 screws. 1, 2, 3. This is a very bad one. I'm not sure what happened here. These are very bad screws. 2 screws removed from here. 4 screws on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll be lifting up the board and sliding it out. Just make sure no cables are in the way. Once again, double check it. This is disconnected. And our main board is removed. Examining the ASUS ROG USB mobile connector. I have left these cables. I think I need to remove it, but not just yet. Next step is I'm just going to slowly peel these off to expose this connector here and expose the soldering points of it. Let's pry open this adhesive tape here. Okay, so that's pried open. 1. It's just some of the adhesive pad and tape that we gotta remove, or gently just peel off from here. Yes, it does come off very easily. I'm just going to peel this off. We should be able to realign this back here very easily. I'm going to follow the pattern. Just start from here and realign it. That's our connector exposed here. I'm going to check it under the microscope, whether these pins move or not. Let's just examine the pins under the microscope. Got my microscope ready. So that's our USB mobile connector for ASUS Ally. Looks very okay here. Let's just remove these two padding. Once again, I don't want to damage anything. Then you have this guy here. Check this out. Put this here. So these two are removed. They can be put back. This cannot be put back. I don't want to reuse this. Okay, now we have exposed the USB and the dock connector even more. Let's just... These are the 100% working values of a USB port and ASUS ROG Ally using our USB-C tester module. We'll be conducting two tests. The first one is the continuity mode test and the second is the diode mode test. Let's start with the continuity mode test. I'm going to probe all the ground pins. If they are 100% okay, they will beep. Start from here. Shift your multimeter to continuity mode. That's your continuity mode sign. That's the ground pin 1. This one's okay. Shallow, this one's okay. The outer ground pins, that one's okay. This one's okay. Perfect. So the ground test 100% passes. Let's just shift our multimeter to diode mode. And these are the 100% working diode values. Once again, I'm just going to probe our ground pin here. SB-U1, the baseband, and U2, they are not used in many of the devices, so they're not going to have any values. Fast data transfer, many times, they're not going to have any values. Let's just go through all the base pins one by one. So the first 4 pins, these are the fast data transfer. High chances are they never have any value. So probe ground pin, let's just check the fast data transfer values. TX, transmit, no value, open circuit, that is 100% okay. Receive, no value, open circuit. That is 100% okay. V bus, this is your voltage bus. It must have a value on both sides. Yep, 5 volts, 5 volts, that is okay. Configuration band C1, that has a value, very good. SPU2 baseband, it is not used in many of the devices, so it's not going to have any value. Open circuit, very good. Data transfer, D plus, D minus, this must have a value. This is your data transfer. So only one side is going to have a value, depends on the way you flip your USB. This side is going to have a value. That's okay. So these two. So now these two not going to have any value because we have put the USB in this way. That's okay. That's okay. Once again, SBU1, the band usage, baseband usage, they're not used in many of the devices. Open circuit, very good. Configuration, that has a value, very good. Last one, Mi bus must have a value. This side, that side. Fast data transfer, once again, they're not gonna have any value. They're not used. Open circuit, no value. This concludes our test. These are the 100% working values of a USB port on ASUS ROG Ally using a USB-C tester tool. It's a very handy little tool to find out if your USB-C port is damaged or if it needs replacement. You can just do an external test like this. Let's check our USB-C port using our USB-C tester module. Whether or not our USB-C port is 100% okay, we'll be conducting 2 tests. First is the continuity mode test. Make sure to have your multimeter in continuity mode. Second is the diode mode testing. Diode mode will go through the pins that must have a value. Let's start by testing the ground pins. I'm going to probe one ground pin and probe the other ones. If they are 100% okay, they'll beep. This ground pin is okay. 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 So the ground pin continuity mode test passes. Let's just shift our multimeter to diode mode. And let's just check the values here and see if there's any problems. Once again, I'm going to probe the ground pin here, and let's just go through the values one by one. The first 4 pins are fast data transfer, TX, transmit, receive. They're never used, so they're not going to have any value, which is okay. 1, open circuit, no value. On this side, open circuit, no value, so that is okay. VBus, that's your voltage bus, that must have a value on both sides. 5 volts, 5 volts, very good. Configuration, CC1, that must have a value as well. Yep, that's good. Now SB, your baseband usage, this pin is not used in many of the devices. So SB U1 and U2, they're not used. It's going to display open circuit, which is going to be 100% okay. Open circuit, very good. Now we have the data transfer, the normal data transfer, D plus, D minus. So one side is going to have a value, because it depends the way you have placed your USB in. If your USB in this way, then yeah. So this side is going to have a value. Yep, that is okay. Now this side is not going to have a value. Once you flip it, this side, the other side will have a value. So that is okay. Once again, SBU1 is never used. It's going to display open circuit. Your configuration, C2, that has value, very good. VBus must have a value. VBus must have a value, very good. Fast data transfer, they never have any values, which is okay. This concludes our USB port testing. Looks like the USB-C port on our damaged one and on this one is 100% exactly the same values. I'm not sure what's going on here. Well, let's just replace the USB port with the working one. At least now we know what are the values. Let's just apply flux on all sides. Flip it over. Let's do this side. That's our brand new connector. We'll be pre-tuning our brand new connector. Let's pre-tin one more time our socket here. Let's just test our USB-C soldering here. We'll be using our USB-C tester tool. Once again, we'll be conducting two tests. The first one is the continuity mode and the second is the diode mode. Shift your multimeter to continuity mode first. This is a diagram we are following and these are the values. In continuity mode, we'll be testing the ground pins. If they are okay, they must beep. I'm just going to probe one ground pin here and start probing the other pins. Start from here. So that ground pin is okay, shallow. The outer ground pin, this one's good. This one's good. The last one is B1 here. This one's good. So the ground pin testing has passed. The second test is the diode mode testing. Shift your multimeter to diode mode. Once again, we are following this diagram and these are the values. Probe the ground pin and let's go through these pins one by one. A2, A3, transmit and receive. These are fast data transfer values. Once again, they are hardly used, so you'll see open circuit here. I'm going to probe here. No value, open circuit. No value, open circuit. No value, open circuit. No value, open circuit. That's 100% good. V bus, that's your voltage bus. It must have a value. 5 volts, perfect. This side. 5 volts, that's other side. That's passed. Configuration CC1, it must have a value. That's passed. Baseband usage SBU2 and SBU1, they're not used in this ASUS ROG Ally devices. You'll see open circuit. No value, that's perfectly good. A6, A7, the data transfer, since we have the way you put the USB, only one side will have a value. Most likely this side is going to have a value. Yep, that is okay. That is okay, perfect. So this side has passed. Now this side is not going to have any value. Very good, very good. If you flip your USB the other way, this side will have a value. That's good. Our next pin is SBU1. Once again, it's not used. The baseband usage. Open circuit, no value, perfect. Configuration C2, it must have a value. That is passed. Let's just check the V bus here. V bus is good. This side V bus is good. Pretty much this test has passed. We have soldered our USB-C socket successfully. The last 4 values, they're not used. They're fast data transfer. 1, 2, 1, 2. This is to show you that our soldering is 100% okay. We have tested using our USB-C tester tool. Let's just put it all back together. Let's start the assembly. Grab your case, grab your motherboard. All we have to do is just align it. Move the cables and align it in there. These 2 buttons are a bit fragile. Just gotta slide it in there. Okay. Just make sure this cable is nice and free. Move this. Nothing on this side is in the way. That's good. This one's free. Okay, we have these two antenna cables. Let's just take them out. Okay, LCD cable. Now I can slide the board in. That's good, that's good. That's good. Beautiful. That's your guide. Okay. We have our board sitting properly now. We'll be placing 3 screws here, 2 screws at the bottom, and 4 screws on this side. Two screws here. Four screws on this side. Let's connect all these cables. I'm going to start from here. Connect these antenna cables. The white one, once again, they're labeled here. Place the LCD ribbon cable. This one is just slide it in there. Connect this one. That's our motherboard. And once again, just do a quick check. The buttons are getting pressed. Power button is okay. Volume up, volume down is okay. D-pad, action buttons. Very good. Grab your fan plus heatsink assembly. Once again, we'll be connecting the fan cables first. It's just a small little alignment and slide them in. So the red is that way. You just gotta make sure you're following that scheme. Same on this side, red is that way. We'll be placing this fan adhesive tapes back on. One is here. The second one, yep, it's here. I'll be aligning the heatsink and now let's just put these screws. They're already there. Just gotta screw them back in. We have 2 long fan screws, one here, one here. Very good. One more time, check it, everything's okay. This cable, this one, these ones out of the way, LCD. Very nice. Let's place our joystick modules. Start by placing the right joystick. This one's easy. Just gonna move these cables out of the way and press it down. Place the 4 screws. Let's just connect these 2 cables. Slide this one in. Place this one back in. Very good. This one's good. Let's place a left joystick module. All you have to remember is you gotta feed this cable through here and then press it down. Okay, it's hard to show it on the camera and do it. I'm just going to, you got the idea. You just gotta feed the cable through there. That's in, very good. Press it down, place the 4 screws. Connect the ribbon cable. Let's place our SSD back on. Slide it in, place the screw. We'll be placing our battery. Once again, we just gotta align this. Place one in, the rest will align automatically. Let's just connect this cable back in. Slide this in. We'll be placing the 4 battery screws, 2 small screws here, 2 long screws here. Let's just connect our battery connector. That's good. Place this adhesive pad back on here. Grab your back case, place it in. Very good. Let's place the 5 screws.